Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how are you doing? And yes, that little island down there, that is all of the map that we've got today. It's a request day, a request map, and the creator said, could we do the map? We have done them twice in the past, back in episodes 146 and 258. The maps being Flurk and Lumpgrund, and we gave them 10 stars and 9 stars respectively. So hopefully we can improve on that today. Also, a little note, if you hear any shouting and screaming in the background, England have just beaten Tunisia in the World Cup, and I live not too far from a sports bar. So if you can hear any screaming, that'll be that then. Okay, today's map review is Clorväg by air only. And like I say, there's some standards in here that you'll recognise from their previous map. It's quite similar in a lot of ways, without being similar. There's your start square. There are no outside connections highway-wise. You're relying completely on shipping and air routes. There's your resources, very forestry based, I would suggest. And then if we go over to the Steam Workshop and have a look what we need, nice thumbnail there by the way, nice half thumbnail, oops, and we need just tropical theme and nothing else. They do have their own YouTube channel. I don't think there's an awful lot on there, but if you want to go and have a look and say hi, then I encourage that. Now, with no highway connections, let's just have a look at the little bit of networking that we have on the island to start off with. This little road. Now, I've got 2 or 3 minor grumbles with it, minor stuff. The first one is right behind these trees here. Right, see, we take a hard right here, and then we loop back. Now, why? Why? It's not exactly a steep bit of hill there. That could have been straighter. Why would that road loop around? Well, this is protected land, maybe, Indian burial or something. I don't know. But it doesn't make any sense to me there. I'm probably being too picky, but that's my job. Don't stop a man from doing his job. Right, next bit is this bridge. Now this bridge is at first glance perfectly perfect. Okay, it's a good height, it's nice and clean and tidy, and yes, we do need one about here, I'd suggest. But look at these concrete blocks. Okay, this side actually not too bad. Okay, unusual angles that it's at, but it's okay. You know, it does the job. Now if we go across to the other side, why is there so many concrete blocks here? And they don't seem very tidily pushed together, and it just looks a little bit rough and ready compared to the other side. Nothing massively wrong with it, but I'm pointing that out. Okay, let's follow the road along and see where we can go, where this is going to take us. Now up to the, I'm going to use this intersection, the T-junction. This is better detailed actually in the thumbnails, but of course we don't want to clutter it with decals, do we really? So we'll let that go, and we'll just follow this road. Now this basically just goes in towards the middle of the island, and where it does S-bend here, a little bit of weeding going on there by the way, where it does S-bend, it's because we're going up hills. Now we've got some grass encroaching into the road there. Not the tidiest bit of detailing there, but we'll let that one go. And we've got some more here. Now this is the worst. That is the worst bit. Yeah, it's okay. We're going up into the hills, and maybe it's a little bit unkempt in places, but I don't buy into that. I think that's just a detailing error rather than unkempt road. Anyway, that goes right up to the top of the hill. It's okay. I don't know why we need it, but it's the prerogative of the map creator to do that sort of thing. And if we follow this road down here, we are now going to the other end of the highway connection, if you can call it a highway connection, down here, and go elevated, nice and tidy elevation here. This is good. And then it goes into a tunnel, and it's a network extensions tunnel. Once again, it's not too bad here. We've got some concrete blocks that don't quite connect up. Looks a little bit loose at the actual connection to the tunnel there, but there we are. If we come over to the other side, this side I don't mind so much, because where we have got, you can see a bit of soil cutting through the concrete blocks on the hill there. That just looks like it's kind of like the soil is eroded away and filled in, sort of like from rainfall or whatever. You know what I mean. So I don't mind it too much on that side. Okay, let's go around this way and around that way. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying What Map this week. Yesterday's asset was a blinder, more encroaching weeds there. Today's asset is equally quite impressive, to say the least. So anyway, yeah, follow this around here and follow around that way. We'll get to the asset review in a minute. As soon as we get to the end, we've got no railway, so as soon as we get to the end of the road, we can, yeah, going down the slope here. So I don't mind that zigzagging down there either. That's fine. I kind of buy into that as well. Anyway, it's time to do the asset review. It's Église de la Madeleine, Paris, by Philippos, and this is just classy. This is just very classy. Obviously a real building in Paris, which I've not checked, but yeah, I love the statues along this side there. Look at that, just beautifully done. I mean, they probably repeat. I haven't really looked into it in that much detail, but you don't really want to. You just want to absorb the majesty of the building. It's just stunning work. Philippos, 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 my friend. You'll be my friend forever if you can just produce me something else of this standard, and I'll just get you straight into the show. I'm going to queue jump you. This is very nice. Okay, Église de la Madeleine, Paris, by Philippos is today's asset of the day, and it's a shame to have to bulldoze it to put in a new one tomorrow. And off to Themington Island, and this week's theme is Europa theme by Julia Iris 289 with Definitive Vision LUT, and the Europa theme being that, of course, of the moon of Jupiter. So there we are. Shall we have a look at the factoid? So it doesn't look at this looks like a badly made bed, the end of the bed there, doesn't it, with the old sheets cascading that need an iron. I love it. According to insurance brokers, astronauts have the most dangerous job in the world. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. I can't think of it right now. In the 1930 Miller-Miglia motor race, Tadzio Nuvolari, sorry Tadzio, drove in the dark without headlights so that the race leader wouldn't know he was behind him. This dangerous tactic and allowed him to overtake and to win the race. I love that idea. It's like something out of the Wacky Races, something like Dick Dastardly would do. And don't tempt me to do a Muttley laugh, because it'll just set me asthma off. Oh, anyway, let's go back to Clorväg. We got shipping routes. We have this one that comes around here and goes into the cove there and dead ends. Okay, let's go back the other way. To the main shipping route here, which goes around this way. Lots of ships down this way. Look at this. Loads of ships. So many ships. And this comes around this part of the island. This goes into the bay over here. Happy with all of that. And then that goes across this way off into the fog over here. But what about this way? Well, if you go this way, you reach the dead ends that we looked at. Why doesn't that connect all the way round? I would like that to connect all the way round. I think that would make my life complete. Okay, now let's have a look at water flow. Now, water flow, we've got a little bit of water flow around the tip of the island there. And then if we come this way, it's very still. Still waters. Still waters. There's still waters. A little bit there, a little bit of movement there. And still very still waters here, and here, and here, and here, and a little bit of movement there. Oh, it's just got a little bit, just a little bit of movement. Okay, that's where you're going to put your sewage, just that exact point there. Of course, if we come into the bay, well, look, we've got a drain right here. So maybe if you stick your sewage outflow right there, that'll suck it away. Not it's going to give you any choice as to anywhere else. You've just got to put your sewage there. Right, now the one thing I've got to say about Air Only, their foliage work is just amazing. Amazing, I tell you. Side of this hill here with no foliage on it at all, where it's just like kind of washed away into the sea a little bit. Just doesn't get a grip. Oh, we've got wildlife. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Wildlife. And then over here we've got some very nice beaches, which I totally buy into. They are just the right size as well. And then we just get these open clearings, which are just stunning. And then when we go over here, let's have a look at the forestry. The forestry, don't you just feel that this is real? The amount of times we see forestry and it just is just fake. We've got some nice underwater seaweed banks there. Like a little bit of seaweed. And then over here, now this is something else I really buy into. So first of all, we've got this bridge, modern bridge, recently built. And down here you've got this abandoned, wrecked pier. Doesn't quite join up with the beach. It's where the beach has been eroded a little bit, so the sand's washed away. Buy into that completely. But why is this not used anymore, we ask ourselves. I love the underwater detailing again. But if you look over there, how low the bridge is, you couldn't get a sailboat in here anymore, could you? So to me, that tells a full story about that jetty. Used to be used, a lot of little sailboats going into there, Robinson Crusoe style, tying up at the jetty. You can't do that now because of that bridge. I think that's just a really clever touch. Maybe it's just me seeing that, or maybe everybody sees it. Tell me in the comments. Am I right? Well, anyway, forget about that. Let's come down the ground level. I just want to show you this, how the forestry just feels alive. See, we've got all these grasses that make the ground feel, and then it just opens up a little bit, but you can't see far, and then it all closes in again. You've got all these trees, they seem really closely put together as well. The amount of times we see forests and they don't feel like forests, they feel like trees that have been tree brushed and there's a big space in between them. This, to me, feels dense and lush and lovely. Very beautiful. Move out into a bit of a clearing so we can have a look and just look at this. I just love this. This is great. And then open the proper clearing here. Oh, it's just lovely. Just lovely forest work. Right, okay, let's give this thing some marks, shall we? Shall we? Aesthetically, I like it. I like it. I don't think it's not a clairer in terms of beauty, but it's damned nice. Giving it 4 stars for aesthetics. Detailing, it's close to a 5 until those roads got put down, and we've got weeding that needs doing. Those concrete blocks still need work. I had that problem last time round. I still like it. I'm going to give it 4 for detail. Gameplay potential. The limitation is the size of the island, basically, and for those of you that want highway connections, there are none, obviously. It's very playable, though. I'm going to give it 3 stars for gameplay potential. So, Clorväg by Air Only, a 4, a 4 and a 3, 11 stars, which is an improvement on before. Not going to give it the seal of approval because I think it just needs a little. If the island was a bit bigger, I might have considered that actually. So anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. Thursday for a Throwback Thursday map from yesteryear, and then Friday for another request map as voted for by these guys. You'll see the names on the screen now. If you can join them for just $1, that's got to be a dollar well spent, surely. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.